Hey Lightning Biologists, I put together a couple videos to go along with each of these lines of evidence that will help you out. Last week we took a look at Charles Darwin and his theory of evolution based in natural selection. This week we're going to dig and take a look at evidence that we use to support the theory of evolution. If we break it down, we can actually put it into four main areas of evidence, one being fossil records, two being embryology, three, comparative anatomy, and the fourth line would be molecular biology. This lab is going to allow you to interact with all four of those pieces of evidence. Before we do that, I ask that you go ahead and click on that video link button. It will run you through a background of all four of those. It's 5 minutes, so go ahead and watch that video and then come on back and we'll take a look at fossil records. The fossil records that you're going to interact with here is the fossil record of modern-day horse, or what scientists believe to be the fossil record of modern-day horse. In the data table, you are going to see a series of 5 skulls leading from the dawn horse, so going back as far as we can ancestrally to what we believe to be the ancestor of modern-day horse, moving through time to what we know today as the modern-day horse. You're going to see the skulls, and then you're also going to see the leg bones. All we're doing is we're asking you to take a look at these pieces of evidence, these fossils, and identify the similarities that you see and maybe some differences that you see, because that's what scientists do when they find fossils. They try to paint a picture over millions of years, because that's the best that we have for looking back millions of years. And so the 3 questions that we ask you here is, number 1, give 2 similarities between each of the skulls. So you're going to take a look at the 5 skulls and you're going to look for structural similarities that you can see. Maybe it's an overall shape, maybe it's a specific bone structure or something on the actual skull. Anything that you can see there. Identify 2 similarities that you see in all of them. They don't have to be exactly alike either. Question number 2, when you're looking at the dawn horse skull and then you go up and you look at modern day skull, what is the biggest change that you can identify? And there's definitely a progression here with what I'm looking for. What's the biggest change from right to left that you see in those skulls? And then number 3, what's the biggest change that you see in the leg anatomy? The leg anatomy actually make a lot of scientists question, is this really the correct fossil record? Is this really the correct lineage? Because there are a lot of differences. We kind of go back and forth a little bit even. And so there's so many missing pieces. But that's what a fossil record is. This is one line of evidence. And we usually don't have a lot of confidence if there's only one line of evidence pointing towards evolutionary relationships. It's when we can start to overlay multiple lines of evidence on top of one another that we gain greater confidence in identifying the evolutionary relationship and common ancestry of organisms. Go ahead and answer these 3 questions and then move to the second line of evidence, embryology.